This Lily is a victim of feminism, pure and simple. She's a victim of herself believing in feminism. And the Midas touch, what she thinks she wants is killing her. Turning everything to gold is not a way of life, because you can't eat, you can't hug your family. You know, King Midas had to get that spell reversed because it was killing him. And what she's doing, she thinks turning it all to gold, is killing her.
That's a great analogy, that, Nick. Is she on OnlyFans as well? Which is something I don't know. I know you use it regularly, Nick.
Yeah, but I'm a gold member.
Yeah. But apparently it's a site where you...
It's a prostitution site.
Yes. Well, maybe it's a prostitution. If I can give
you pay women, you pay to watch women live and videos of them in sex acts and stuff like that. It's a prostitution site. Let's say it the way it is.
Yes, you select a woman. If you like somebody, you become a fan and you pay money to access it. And then she might post a video about, you know, how to make crumpets or, you know, scones or whatever you might call it. Or
they use crumpets, but it's not the way you think they use crumpets.
Well, in my innocent mind, this
you
is
would
what
have
I think it was.
after they've done with them.
So anyway, this young girl called Lily Phillips.
23 she is.
She's a nice-looking young girl.
English, middle class.
She slept with 100 men in a day, basically.
And filmed
it. And now this is available... apparently, or so you told me, this is available to people who can pay on the OnlyFans site. So there's two things here. One is why, and apparently since then she's also now saying she's now going to go for the world record. I didn't know the world records in these things of 1,000 men in a 24-hour period, which apparently time-wise is quite quick. I mean, you know, more than enough time for me. But
you'd be all right, it's quick.
But for most men, I think it wouldn't be enough.
You can send your donation in the post. You're that quick.
But when I saw it, I was actually reflecting back on something we discussed the week before, which was your article and tweet about young women in Manchester dressing, as you said, like prostitutes. And I just think, are these things linked? Why is she
absolutely connected? Absolutely connected. This young woman, beautiful young woman, is extremely damaged and broken. Her finance manager on this is her mum.
Jesus.
Her mum is a finance manager. Doesn't mention her dad. I guarantee she has no dad. Single parent household, and her dad's not in her life. Guarantee it. It's a classic example of this. There's been... So how she ended up doing this? She's doing this for the money. She joined OnlyFans, which is a legitimate way of being a prostitute. And most of our industries, most of our newspapers and the BBC all promote to a certain extent OnlyFans as if it's been a strong, powerful, independent woman. You go, girl.
Is it presented that way, is it?
You're reclaiming your sexuality. You're using men, actually. You're using the weakness of men to make millions. Last month, there was an 18-year-old girl. She spent a year on OnlyFans. She's earned £50 million. She's now retired.
You're joking.
Yeah. Started on the day of her birthday, and it's been less than a year. She's retired on £50 million.
Wow.
So most women on there...
What does she do?
I don't know. But most women on OnlyFans are earning £20 a week.
Right.
Just like anything, only the stars make money. This is, as we discussed last time, this is the perversion of feminism, which is you can do whatever a man does. Men are not emotionally connected to sex. Men... When I was growing up, there was a saying about men, which was, women need a reason to have sex. Men just need a place. Because women are more emotionally connected with sex because they take more risks. They're going to get pregnant. They've got to raise their children. They only have one child a year. We can impregnate 1 million women in a year. Well, I could, you couldn't. So feminism has told her she can do whatever she wants, and then other people are applauding her for taking control of her life. At the end of that 24 hours, they're making a documentary about her, and they interviewed her after it. She was in tears. You could see she was like, she was broken, even more broken than she already was. and she doesn't understand why she's crying.
She couldn't understand why.
And she kept saying, I should have been better. A lot of the men, they didn't get everything they should have got out of it because there was too many of them. I wanted them to feel better. And she's crying. Her tears were real. What she was saying was what she thought she had to say. It was a bit like a couple of years ago, there was a woman coming out of Primark who'd just been in changing rooms, and there was a man in there with a beard getting changed, and she came out crying in a car, and she was like, I'm all for being inclusive, and there was a trans woman in the changing room and he had a beard and I was scared, and I don't want to be transphobic, and he should be there because he's a woman, I believe he's a woman, but I was scared and I don't know why and she was having a breakdown because her mind was saying to her, you're in danger here.
Yeah, her primal instincts.
Then her wokeness was saying, you're a bigot, he should be there, and and that's what this girl's doing. This Lily is using men to a certain extent to make money, become famous, and what she doesn't realise is a bit like the Midas touch. What she thinks she wants is killing her. Turning everything to gold is not a way of life, because you can't eat, you can't hug your family. King Midas had to get that spell reversed because it was killing him, and what she's doing, she thinks turning it all to gold, it's killing her.
That's a great analogy, that, Nick. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that crying and trying to justify it, and that's happening a lot these days. People's primal instincts, core instincts, which are good instincts to follow, they're ignoring them.
Hundreds, thousands of years of being developed.
Yeah, they're ignoring those instincts for some crap that somebody's told them over the past 10 years. And that liberation thing, you're a liberated woman because you're having sex, it doesn't work that way, does it?
No.
It's just not the same for a woman having sex with a man as it is for a man having sex with a woman.
Let's talk about the young men who turned up to sleep with her, because they've had some criticism as well. And to a certain extent, rightly so. So she only picked 18-year-olds because she called it the barely legal challenge. So they do 18. She picks 18-year-olds. Why did she pick 18-year-olds? Part of the reason would be they'll be quick. When I was 18, sleeping with a woman, I've done. Thank you. That's how quick you are when you're 18.
I'm sure our listeners didn't want to know that, but thank you for sharing.
John, you only get honesty on this channel. Yeah. Only get honesty.
Yeah.
So they were picked because they were quick. They're also picked because they're not fully developed as men yet, with that trait of protecting women. Because a real man in that line would be going, she's damaged, she's broken. My job is to protect everybody in my tribe and my community. I'm not going to allow this to go on. This isn't right. And that's why there's no mature men in the lineup. They're all basically adolescents. Those young men may live to regret this, as in it was abuse, but it was self-inflicted abuse by her. These young men have also been brought up in a feminist society where they've been told women have choices. It's women's consent. If she said yeah, then it's not rape. It's not abuse. Women, you can do whatever you want to a woman if she wants it because she's just like you. So they've been indoctrinated to reject that feeling inside about protecting women. Hence why women are more danger now, because men won't protect women, because women have told men for decades now, we don't need you to protect us, you sexist, misogynist pig. Don't open a door for me. Don't protect me. I don't need you. In fact, I'm as strong as you physically. Have you seen all the woke rubbish to write about? So this Lily is a victim of feminism. Pure and simple. She's a victim of herself believing in feminism.